All right, we're sitting here in Auburn. It is IFR big time, lots going on. 100-mile-an-hour winds over the Sierra Nevada mountain, big sails coming through, turbulence, all sorts of stuff. So I have to call up clearance. Let's get the weather here first.
0, sky condition 600 feet, scattered. 1,100 feet, scattered. Ceiling 1,700 feet, broken. Temperature 13 Celsius, 2.12 Celsius. Altimeter 3006 inches of mercury. Auburn Municipal Airport automated weather observation 1625 Zulu weather. Wind 170 at 6 knots. Visibility more than
so it's even for each one. All right.
Condition.
Let's call. I got to call up and get my clearance now. So in this area, clearance delivery is 916-361-6874. You won't be able to hear them talk to me, so I'm just going to write it down, and when you hear me repeat it, we'll put the craft acronym. Good morning, November 3318 Quebec, on the ground in Auburn. IFR clearance to Oakland, ready to copy clearance. So which runway should we take? 170. So we'll put the needle on the runway 250, and then put the bug on the wind. It's almost a direct crosswind. You do the math too. That's the easier way of doing it. One in Quebec, ready to copy clearance. Okay, one in Quebec, cleared to Oakland as filed. 4,000, 5,000 in 5 minutes. 127.4 and 4522. Hold for release. I can be airborne in 4 minutes. One in Quebec, Roger, cleared for release. 6 minutes and 127.4. Thanks and have a good day. Bye. Okay, I know you didn't hear that, his part, but I got 6 minutes to take off, so let's run through the checklist real quick and come back on. Not real quick, let's run through the checklist expeditiously, and then get back on. All right, so my checklist is complete. So we got to look at the clearance. Cleared to Oakland as filed. I filed direct, but I know they're going to give me Sonol. So 127.4 on the frequency, 4522 on the squawk. We still have another 4 minutes till we have to get airborne, so we're good. Pre-flight run-up complete. Checklist complete. We're going to take off. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna 3318 Quebec, taking runway 25, straight out departures and left crosswind to the south, Auburn, IFR. All right, so nobody around. No need to do a spin around today. There's nobody flying. Okay, I got both approaches because they're using the east plan in Oakland, the VOR for 10 right and the ILS for 12 right, but I have to do that one. So I just printed those. Those are current. Okay, time, check. We still got 3.5 minutes to be airborne. Time, transponder, traffic, DG, double check. Fuel boost pumps on, full power. Here we go. We're going to launch it. It's ragged ceiling, so you'll see blue, you'll see clouds. We're out of here. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna, I expect on the roll, 25. So, of course, we want the 100 on the airspeed. 60. Get a little heat going. It's going to be cold. 70, 80, 90, 100. And we'll just fly off the runway, tap the brakes, pull the gear up. And we're going to 4,000. Gear up, and I got a indicator. Auburn traffic, Twin Cessna, 1 Quebec, left crosswind off of 25, departing area to the south, Auburn. Well, it's, that sail's gone. All right, let's talk to NorCal.
CC left approach.
1000 AGL, fuel pumps off.
Sonar 597 is cleared out west runway 22 left approach.
Manifold pressure top of the green, RPM top of the green. NorCal Twin Cessna 331 Quebec, airborne off Auburn, checking in IFR.
November 3318 Quebec, NorCal approach 810, Sacramento International, altimeter 3004.
18 Quebec. Oh, we're all set up for cruise. We're going to 4,000 as given. I know they're going to change it around. I have the start here.
And Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, radar contact 3 miles to the southwest of Auburn. Climb and maintain 5,000.
20 Quebec, leaving 4,000 now for 5,000. So all that practice of IFR planning and VFR flight, this is why you do it. Kind of heading for the VOR. There's 5,000. We're going to level off here. We'll be in and out of the clouds as we're going.
And Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, you're cleared to Oakland now via direct Sunol direct.
20 Quebec, cleared to Oakland now, direct Sunol direct. Thanks, 20 Quebec. All right, so that's what I figured on. Let's go put it in our GPS, our backup VFR GPS just to start. 188, 185, 188. I'll get it in number 2 here. So we got to get, there's Sunol. It's on the 177 radial at 52 miles. So we're going to use it, RNAV it, and identify the VOR. Okay,
Cessna 18 Quebec, climb and maintain 6,000.
20 Quebec, leaving 5,000 for 6,000. All right, it's getting cool up here too. All right, so we're going to head for close the cow flaps, heading for Sunol. Here's my perfect heading for Sunol.
Here's 221 Alpha Whiskey, NorCal approach, Sacramento International, altimeter 3004, ident.
3004, ident, 1
So Oakland was doing the east plan.
was 727 out of 15 for 9,000.
They were doing the east plan, which means
27 NorCal approach, radar
people are landing from the east into the east
390, contact approach,
rather than to the west. But if he's heading me to Sunol, it sounds like they've switched around. So
Here's 1 Alpha Whiskey, radar contact 2 miles south.
there's your climate change. It's changing.
9,000.
9,000 for 1 Alpha Whiskey, thank you.
So we're getting a little sun peeking out, and then we're going to be in the clouds again. So we're giving 6,000. Now there's our 6,000. Little bumps here. There was some, in my weather briefing I got this morning by phone, there was some call for moderate turbulence.
1 Cessna 18 Quebec, your flight conditions?
When in Quebec, in between layers here of light chop, and the sun is out to the east.
Roger.
So we're in between layers. It is still cold, turning up the heat. So I'm probably going to get some bumps as we get into this puffiness here.
Compass 5727, contact approach on 123.7, and you can expect some light turbulence between 12 and 15,000.
Alright, well, 23.7 will touch them to 652.
We're way too far away from Oakland to get their ATIS, but I'll get it set up at 3377. It has to have changed because they were using the 10 right approaches.
There's 1 Alpha Whiskey, direct Clovis, resume on navigation. I'm sorry, direct Prago.
So the good news about the rain overnight and flying through it is hopefully get some of the dirt off the aircraft.
NorCal United 2424, we're at a 1500 climbing to 9,000 on the Gatton tip.
United 2424, NorCal approach, radar contact, flight heading 060, vector for traffic.
Heading 060 United 2420.
Here comes a little IMC action here.
Cirrus 1 Alpha Whiskey, contact approach 123.7. Good morning.
23.7, good morning, 1 Alpha Whiskey, thank you.
We're above the freezing level, so, I mean, the temperature is above the freezing level, so we're below the freezing level. Now we're IMC. You can see the rain hitting the windshield pretty hard here, and we're getting bumped around some. And we're coming in and out of it, and we're back in it. That's a dark one there, that'll be a bump.
Radar contact. Proceed on course and maintain VFR.
This is where you really get the sensation of your speed when you're coming up on all of these clouds. I predict we're going to pop out into
United
clear
2424, after you leave 7000, proceed to right dinger, resume on navigation.
Okay, it's still
out of 7,000,
raggedy
correct
here.
dinger on our own, United 2424.
NorCal departure, compass 6034, 1,500, climbing 9 or 1,000, foothill 2.
Compass 6034, NorCal approach radar contact.
And there it is. We're on top. Pretty blue sky. I got the en route chart here. The L3, L4 chart. I'm expecting a drastic vector, maybe the Pope's intersection, because I just got a glimpse of the ATIS over there at Oakland, and they're talking about still using the other runways, so the east plan, 1-2 and 1-0. So we'll see what the next controller gives. And as usual on IFR, you got to be ready for everything. It's too bad I'm on a perfect heading for Sunol too. We'll be there in 20 minutes. And another big cloud to punch through here. And NorCal 1 to Quebec, the clouds turned scattered current position, but about 5 miles ahead, pretty big cell.
Wind Cessna 18 Quebec, roger. And advise if you will need any deviations.
Negative 1 to Quebec, this on course is fine. So they're checking for deviation in case you want to go around the weather. There's no...
Departure, 1337, passing 1,600 for 9,000.
You can see above this cloud, this is a cumulus nimbus.
1337 NorCal departure, good morning.
This is a small cumulus cloud, not a nimbus. It's a cumulus. Okay, correction. If there's a cumulus nimbus,
morning, November 16th.
if there's a cumulus nimbus, it would be much higher, you know, anywhere from 20,000 to 45,000 feet. Then you avoid it. This is just going to be a little bit of moisture and bumps.
Foxtrot, radar contact, Sacramento 3004, advise when you have the Mather weather information, Oscar.
Copy that, 3004 on the altimeter, we'll advise with Oscar, standby, November 80 Foxtrot, thank you.
When we were IFR training, we would look for dark clouds and bad weather to be punching through to get that real world experience. I can see over here, the clouds have turned scattered, and let's see what's out at the other end here. And our final destination is just off the 1 o'clock position, because Sunol is a not an initial approach fix, but it's a feed point. Might be initial approach fix, I'm not sure. Okay, so here we go in the clouds again. I'll leave the glasses on, see if I need them. Little bumps, couple of bumps. There's a lot of moisture. That's good. It'll make the plane nice and clean.
1337, connect approach 123.7, good day.
Was that 23.7 for Southwest 1337?
Affirmative, 237.
Got it, 237, good day, South 1337.
And yet another one. There's some bumps.
6280 Foxtrot, man, we've got information, Oscar at Mesa.
Still in the clouds.
30 Foxtrot, flighting 165, vector for the ILS.
Heading 165.
A lot of moisture, a lot of rain hitting us. A lot of bumps too. And we're only showing 168 across the ground because the flow is so strong coming this way that we got a pretty good headwind, probably 25 knots. It was reported when I got the weather briefing, the winds aloft at 6,000 were as advertised, 220 at 25. That's exactly what we're showing on the ground speed. Oh yeah, get that plane cleaned off, bring that rain on, bring it on. Woo, a couple of bumps. Oh, there's another one. Alright, I see some blue here. Let's see if we're going to pop out. Oh, there we go. Okay. After this set, I think we're going to be pretty much in the clear.
Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, contact approach 125.1, good day.
25-1, 1 in Quebec, so long. SoCal, good morning, Twin Cessna 331 in Quebec, checking in here, 6,000.
321 Quebec, NorCal approach, Stockton, altimeter 3004, advise we can get the ATIS at Oakland, it's Foxtrot. You can expect RNAV runway 10 right approach.
1 in Quebec, okay, we're going to ask for the VOR to 10 right, and I'll try to get Foxtrot on number 2.
1 in Quebec, roger, you can expect the VOR runway 10 right approach.
1 in Quebec. All right, we're going to get some vectors. All right, so he wants me to get Foxtrot. Here's a VOR to 10 right approach. I have it here. Let me get the autopilot settled in so we can take a look at this. Let's get the ATIS.
Temperature 16, 2.14, altimeter 3004. ILF, runway 12. RNAV, runway 10 right. Flow control to Los Angeles. Contact clear for every for information. Caution, breaking your airport. Advise on initial contact. You have information hotspot.
Stay legal and you get started a little more.
Open Basel's information hotspot. 1626, Roy Texas.
Advise on reset you,
4110. Live range. You follow at 1000. Field 2,500 road.
UNC ILF or RNAV runway 25.
Temperature 16, 2.14, altimeter 300.
Flight November Sierra, clear to the Livermore Airport, direct to UHUT. Climb and maintain 6,000.
Cleared direct to Livermore Airport via UHUT, climb maintain 6,000, flight number 6.
All right, so the ATIS said light rain. SoCal 1 in Quebec has Foxtrot at Oakland.
Oh, Quebec, 18 Quebec, roger.
All right, so let's look at this VOR approach. So it's using Oakland's 116.8. And the odd thing about this one is that NCOL is an intersection on the approach. Now you see these intersections have
when you reach 6,000, let me know what the...
They have a line under the crossing altitude, which means you have to be higher than that altitude. But at NCOL, at NCOL, there's a line above and below, which is a mandatory crossing altitude.
State cloud conditions.
1 in Quebec just popped out here. I call it scatter at present position.
For 18 Quebec, roger.
So that's the best way to get weather reporters with somebody in the air. Anyway, NCOL is a mandatory 1,800 foot, and that's 6 DME from Oakland, and it's a 108 course, and it's a 10 right VOR DME. So based on what I just heard, it's light rain there, and we are any second can get vectors, probably to Rebus up in that direction. I have my chart here that's going to give me where Rebus is. That's my guess. We're going to get vectors for who knows what. But I have it here. This is the latest one. Just printed it. It's valid until December 20th of this year. So we're all good there. Creeping down a little bit. I'll bring it up some. So stay tuned for, it'll be a drastic shift to the west, right into the weather, then into Oakland.
53 Juliet, what are your cloud conditions?
We hit the tops, I think, around 11,000, and we're still in it.
53 Juliet, roger. I have a Baron just east of you at 6,000, said he's right at the tops, and I think then the bases are going to be about 4,500 feet.
Okay, 53 Juliet, we look forward to that. Thanks.
53 Juliet, he's reporting some light precipitation as well, outside air temperature 6 degrees.
53 Juliet, thanks. Yeah, we had a little bit of ice around 10,000, and now...
And NorCal 331 in Quebec, checking in here, level 6,000 with Foxtrot.
November 331 Quebec, NorCal approach, open altimeter 3005, flight heading 220.
1 in Quebec 220 now. All right, so we're off of the Sonol command instructions now. Let's get the Oakland VOR in. So we're going to use it. Let's identify it.
6530.
Solid and trail 2100 Zulu. IFR conditions for California. Ceilings below 1,000, visibility below 3 miles, precipitation missed. Airnet Sierra, update 3.
Okay, that's Oakland's VOR. We're given 220 for a heading and 6,000, so we're going to get vectored right into the weather. And vectored right into the weather, and then probably get the approach. The approach is going to be 108, like I said. 108 inbound, so I'm just going to put the HSI. There's 090, there's 100, 105, 108. So that'll be it. We'll just double it up here on number 2, 105, 108. See if we can do this one. So now I'm going to switch to Oakland for my backup GPS. And we're going to put the approach in here as a backup also. The approach is VOR 10 right. Enter. Vectors no. Okay, we are all good. And it's showing MCOL on there, so we know.
November 18 Quebec. And about 10 minutes ago, a citation was able to get the field insight from the east and cancel his approach. Did you want to try to do that, or do you want to just go for the VOR?
When in Quebec, I can do the same thing the citation did.
Or 18 Quebec, Roger. Fly heading 230 and then maintain 4,000.
When in Quebec 230 and 4,000. All right, so we're going to try to, he's going to try to vector us in to get the visual. That's better than trying to fight for the ILS, because the weather's all in there. I don't feel like getting beat up today. So I'm going to go ahead and put the gas on early. That's part of your GUMP. Gas, undercarriage, mixed up prop speed. I am prepared to do the VOR if we have to. He gave me 230 and 4,000. So let's see if we can maintain. I'm on a vector. I'm still IFR.
Golf, now current at Oakland. Wind 120 at 7. Ceilings 2,500 broken. And 4,500 broken.
Yeah, we'll be able to get in, no problem now. But we're going to get beat around here in this next cloud, I can tell you that. So we're 9 minutes from, let's just go straight to Oakland now. All right, we're 6 minutes out. We'll start cooling off the engines here. And we'll keep the descent going at least 500 feet a minute. And we're IMC again. IMC stands for Instrument Meteorological Condition.
November 18 Quebec, turn right heading 240.
When I get back 240 now. A little right turn here. Right into the weather, of course. And there's 240. Almost coming up on 4,000. There's a bump.
November 18 Quebec, descend maintain 3,500. Traffic 11 o'clock, 4 miles northeastbound, altitude engage 2,700 climbing.
Okay, when I get back, we're IMC and we're 3,500 going down. Bad terminology. How about we're descending to 3,500? Oh, there's a big downdraft. All right, so you let the controller know you're IMC. And he gave us 3,500, so we're going to stop here. A little bit of ground showing up.
November 18 Quebec, descend maintain 3,200, advises you get the field inside.
When I get back, Roger, 3,200, starting to break up here. I got some ground in sight, and we'll report the field in sight when I get it, when I get back.
November 18 Quebec, Roger. And if you don't get the field inside in about 3 miles, you can expect vectors back for the VOR approach to 10 left.
Okay, when I get back, Roger. I think a vector to like 200 would get me away from this cell. I could get the field in sight.
November 18 Quebec, fly heading 200.
When I get back, 200. All right, so I told him that if I get around this cloud, I could probably get the field in sight. $3,200, don't break it. So looking at my GPS, The airport is over there. I'm almost got it in sight. Airline Quebec should have it in sight here in about 20 seconds. Not yet. But don't bust it. Airline Quebec airport in sight.
November 18 Quebec, roger. And verify canceling IFR now.
1 Quebec cancel IFR.
November 18 Quebec, IFR cancellation. Receive resume 1 navigation. Appropriate VFR altitude to your discretion.
1 Quebec, roger. Alright, so
November
we'll
18 Quebec, if need be, clear to descend to the Bravo airspace.
1 Quebec, Bravo clearance. Okay, so we got the airport in sight now. We ducked below the clouds. And we'll talk to the tower next and head in for landing.
November 18 Quebec, and contact Oakland Tower 118.3.
1 Quebec Tower 18.3, thanks and good morning. Tower, good morning, Twin Cessna 331 Quebec. Checking in, airport site, request runway 33.
Twin Cessna 3318 Quebec, Oakland Tower, wind 130 at 5, runway 33, clear to land.
1 Quebec, change that, how about runway 15?
Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, roger, enter left base, then runway 15, clear to land.
1 Quebec, clear to land, runway 15, left base. Okay, so here we are. Just crossed over Lake Chabot, crossing over 580. So in the distance, turn the heat off now, the distance is San Francisco. Oakland is right below us. San Leandro, Oakland, Alameda is there, and Bay Farm Islands for Alameda is there. We're clear to land on the 15, so now we can transition from IFR to VFR. So gas, check. We're way too fast for everything else, so let's just keep reducing power. We're below 300 on the cylinder head. I'm just going to go.
Tower wingspan 84s on the RNAV 10 left.
Wingspan 84, Oakland Tower, runway 10 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 10 left, wingspan 84.
And Tower 1 in Quebec, I'll make my landing on 15 short.
Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, roger, thank you.
That'll keep the other guy out of the other guy's way. Okay, so there's first notch of flaps, 180 indicated. I have the airport, the runway in sight. Trying to get down to gear speed. Dropping the gear. So we got gas, undercarriage. Got a green, got it in the window. Mixtures, props, we'll go full flaps. We're a blue line on base, that's perfect. Yeah, the weather is bad, not bad, but it's all overcast over there where the approach would have been. And add a little power, put the nose down, head for 15. We're going to land short so that the other airplane doesn't have a problem getting in. A lot of water on the ground here. It's been raining. Okay, one last look at the green, one last look at the gear. We're all full flaps. And we're making sure everything's forward. The reason for everything forward is in case you have to go around that you're at the full power setting. And we're just going to sink right in. Pretty good landing. All right, so we'll just stay short of Lima. 20 Quebec rolling out here on 15. Back taxi to the new T's, please.
Twin Cessna 18 Quebec, approved as requested, off at Delta, new T, good day.
20 Quebec. Okay, so we're going to back taxi and go to the new T. So that's departing bad weather, IFR. in and out of it en route, and then we're able to transition. Now this is where the guy before you got in, and then they say to you, he got in, do you want to try it? So, thanks for riding along. So here's the shutdown sequence. So it's all rockers, all radios, cut the fuel, mags, master. If you had a key, it would be key, mags, master, key, off, over, out, key on top.